Alex was an amazing kid. I mean, he was my everything in life. He loved sports. I think he loved it a lot because he knew how much I loved sports, and he always wanted to make everybody around him happy, including me. He was friends with all the coolest kids, but he also always took in the kids that weren't as cool, and he was kind and friendly to them. He loved life. He loved being around his family. There was a police chase, and the kid fleeing from the police crashed into my wife's van, and he was killed in the accident. He was 9 years old, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. So it was really hard. I wanted to fight with him, I guess. I wanted him to have a chance. There was just no chance. He was just gone. Dealing with that pain is just something I've never experienced. And it's just deep. And I'm trying to figure out how to best manage that and move on. Like, I just don't view life like quite the same way like I used to. I mean, things that meant a lot to me, I realize are not as important to me. Like material goods and stuff like that. Like, you know, you always want things, but now it's just like, really, that stuff doesn't matter as much. I mean, I would give up anything in this world to have Alex back. The day I found out, honestly, it felt like my world had ended. Like, it hurt so bad inside. He was my sidekick. He was my best friend. I mean, we can go on and on. He just meant so much to me that I knew I was going to struggle, and I didn't know where to turn to because I knew that this was different for me. The hurt is so deep that you feel like in a way that you're the only one. So going to Lost and Found, it made me realize that there's other people that also share in that same hurt and that same feeling that you have inside. And I mean, whether you choose to use it or not, you get different people's opinions on how they handle the situation. And you get to see other people like in different stages of grief. And you can be like, you can relate to that. You're like, oh, I was there. And sometimes you go back there. One day you might feel like, you know, it's not so bad. And then the next day you're like this and you're just totally broken again. And the grief you experience when you lose a child is something that it won't go away. You have to learn to, I guess, ways to manage it, ways to try to be able to move on. But that pain, it's always going to be there, and that hurt's always going to be there. When they know you're hurt and you lost somebody, like, a lot of people don't want to talk to you because they don't want to bring that emotion out in you. As it kind of hurts for me to talk about Alex and the loss, it's also something I treasure. And it makes me feel good to talk about him. It actually hurts more not to talk about him. So I just want to have hope, and I want to be able to function in life. And even though this will always be a part of me, I still want to be productive, and I still want to do positive things. And I want to do more positive things now because of my son. He was such a great kid that, I mean, that's what he would want me to do, and that's what I want to do. We don't want his death, I guess, in a sense, or our loss, to not have any good come out of it.